Hello, everybody, it's Guillotine here, and I just wanted to talk about some of the upcoming Tensura figures that have been recently announced at One Hobby, or just some that have been recently put on myself, like BBTS, or I've just seen pictures of recently, just ones that I thought were notable that I really wanted to talk about, and maybe get you guys hyped for some of these, because a lot of these I am very hyped for, and they might have even just put out what might be my first bunny figure ever, but I want to let you go, but I wanted to tell you guys all about this, because if you're not if you haven't seen these yet, I wanted to maybe show you, so maybe you can maybe start saving up money for them if you are, wanting some more goodies. So without further ado, let's jump into this. Let's start small and get bigger as we go. We're gonna start off with the prize figures. So there's 4 prize figures I want to talk about. There were 4 recent Tensor prize figures announced by Ban Presto. The first one I want to talk about is the newest Diablo, which is going to be a Diablo based on his pre-Rimuru naming thing. It's really funny because when I got my, if you remember my Nendoroid Diablo video unboxing, I was talking about how I would love for them to make one, and actually I had totally forgotten that while I was doing that, that had already been announced that there is a Diablo coming out with his previous outfit. It's really cool and all, but I won't be getting it. I'm pretty happy with the Diablo figures I've gotten so far, and I don't think I need more than 2 personally, but Diablo's a great character, don't get me wrong, but I've already got 2, which is more figures than almost any other character in my collection. So yeah, I definitely don't feel the need to get this, and if a sick ass Diablo scale figure comes out and all that, obviously, but it looks cool. If you're interested in a new Diablo, if you're interested in a Diablo with the pre getting named by Rimuru outfit, then you're in luck. They just announced one, so you can go get that one if you want. But the next one I think is a lot more exciting, and that is going to be Ben Presto's very first Violet, or Violet, I don't know. In the English dub, her name was Violet. They called her Violet in the English dub, but her name is just spelled Violet, so I assume it's just Violet, and they were just trying to be fancy in the English dub, but I like it, so I'm gonna keep going with Violet. So, our first Violet figure, and I think it looks great. Her facial expression looks a little bit unamused. If you've seen this figure, she's on a golden skull as well. Her facial expression looks a little bit unamused, which the only thing I've seen of Violet so far, or Violet, is the movie, the short amount of time that she was in the movie. I know that she's going to be a huge character in season 3 and onward. I know she's about to become a much bigger character, which is why I'm really excited about her, and I did very much enjoy her in season 3, not season 3, in the movie, and in the movie she was kind of cocky, she was kind of an annoying little shit in the same kind of vein as Malim, but a little bit different, because she's not quite as powerful as Malim, but very cool character nonetheless. I already love her. It's just Tensura working its magic, of course, and the figure looks great. I pre-ordered it immediately. I think it looks like a top-notch Ben Presto figure. I'm very excited for it. So if you were excited for a Violet, there you go. I will say though, I wanted to talk about this one as well real quick. There is a Violet scale figure already as well of her sitting in a throne, and it looks absolutely sick as hell. I would love to get it. We'll see what happens, but I don't know. It looks sick as hell. So if you would like to look into that one as well, there's that one as well. And I think there might be one other prize figure as well. I think there was one by Ichiban Show or something like that. I don't remember exactly. Ichiban Show made a Rimuru and a Gi Crimson and a full power Malim. And I think they might have made a Violet. I don't remember 100% though. I might be confusing it with the scale figure because they kind of have the same vibe going on. But those are the first 2 Ben Presto figures. Next ones that were just announced. First up, there's another Rimuru. Yeah, add it to the pile. It's a Demon Lord Rimuru, and he's got his sword, and he's kind of coming at you. It's a much more animated pose than you would expect for Rimuru, and honestly, it's kind of a little bit weird. And I'm not I don't have a Rimuru shrine. I just have my Tensura shrine. Obviously Rimuru is the best. He's my favorite character in all of fiction. But I mean, if you just type in Rimuru shrine on YouTube, you'll see what I'm talking about. There are people who dedicate an entire corner of their house to Rimuru figures, and those are the people who are going to be picking this up. But me personally, I know I've got the only Ben Presto Rimuru that I'll probably ever get. The next Rimuru I get will definitely be a scale figure of some kind. So, yeah, but if you want another choice of Rimuru, you've got a million. So whatever. Do with that one what you will. But the next one is actually the prize figure I'm the absolute most excited for, and it is the 10th anniversary Shion. So they put out a few 10th anniversary figures of Rimuru and Shuna. I have the Rimuru one pre-ordered. I did pass on the Shuna one because Shuna's just not one of my favorite characters. Obviously, I love her, don't get me wrong, and we're going to talk about Shuna a little bit more later on in this video. But she's just not one of my all-time favorite characters like Shion, Malim, Rimuru, So, I don't feel the need to get, like, every single Shuna figure ever, but this Shion one, I don't really feel the need to get every single Shion ever as well, because that would bankrupt me, but the thing is, this Shion is so cute, man! It's like Shion if she was dressed like Elsa from Frozen. I really, really like this one. If you like a nicer picture, a nicer look at this, obviously you can just look it up on BBTS or something if you want to, but you could also just hop over to my community tab, scroll down a little bit, and you'll see my post I made about this figure. It's really, really cute. I love it. I pre-ordered it instantaneously. The second I saw it, I was like, I'm pre-ordering that one, and now I have to wait a very, very long time for it to come out, but it looks awesome, and I mean, it's a prize figure, so it's very affordable. So if you want yourself a Shion that's dressed like Elsa from Frozen, there you go. They made your dream come true. So that is going to do it for all of the prize figures. Let's talk about some scale figures now. And again, we're going to be working our way from small up to big. And the next figure I'm going to talk about is one that a lot of you probably might not even have known is coming, because I haven't really seen anybody talk about it. But it is a brand new full power Malim 1/7 scale figure by QuestQ, and it looks awesome. This might be the first time I pre-order a scale figure, y'all. I really want a full power Malim, and this just looks amazing. Like, I put it in the thumbnail, so if you want to see a good picture of it, you can just look in the thumbnail. I would love to put something up here, but I don't have the ability to do that. I'm sorry. But it's an absolutely amazing figure. It's a full power Malim, and she's got her wings out, and then she's got her giant like spear staff, and there's like a big flame thing behind her. I imagine it's probably gonna be pretty expensive. It's probably not gonna be like the same price as the changing figure by QuestQ, which is another reason why I'm really excited about this, because this is by QuestQ, who made the Shion changing figure. Here, I'll go grab it real quick. The glorious Shion changing figure. This is made by QuestQ, the same company who is putting out this new full power Malim. This is one of my favorite figures in my entire collection, top 3. So yeah, I have to put her down safely. Here we go, right there. Perfect. There we go. So yeah, I'm really hyped that it's that company, because yeah, they've definitely got me. They've definitely got it good with me right now, because I love that Shion so much, and this full power Malim looks awesome, and I'm so excited to get a full power Malim, and this thing just looks awesome. So I can't stress enough, if you haven't seen the pictures of this, man, this is a really, really cool looking figure that you might want to keep your eye on, or your draconic Malim eye, if you catch my drift. I love the look of this figure. Again, this might be the first scale figure I ever pre-order. But with that, let's get into probably the biggest, most exciting figures, and that is, of course, the brand new 2 Tensura bunny figure. So, I have not really ever talked about the freeing bunny figures line, and that is because I'm just not interested. I really, really hate the fact that they just kind of reuse the same outfit for every single one of them. Some of them I think look a little bit better. Like, I haven't watched this show, but there's a show called Nisekoi, and one of the girls from that got a bunny figure, and it's a much nicer looking bunny figure in my opinion. Like, it's got like a bit more of a different thing. It's got some like gold and a bit more of a unique outfit, and I really like when they do stuff like that. And like the Monica one, the Monica Kaname one, I like that one. What are some other ones I like that I've seen? Shoot. I love the Junko one. I really would love to get the Junko one. Unfortunately, it's just a lot. That's another thing about this line, is they're just so expensive. Also, the new Chiaki one I thought looked really, really cool as well. So yeah, these things, they look, most of them just have like the same exact torso, so it's like you're just buying like the head of the character and then just slapping it on, like, it's like, yeah, I don't know, it doesn't feel worth it to me, especially for the prices that those things go for. Now, I will say, at the moment, I do not have any of them, and a lot of people have told me that they have the Shion one, and the Shion one is like amazing, and I really should like get it before it goes out, and like, I hear you, and I would love to, but unfortunately, you know, money's kind of tight, and as much as I would love to blow so much on that Shion money, it does look amazing. I will absolutely tell you that it does look amazing, but at the moment, I can't really justify it. Maybe though, we'll see. I do love the way it looks. But with that being said, they have added 2 more Tensura bunnies to this. So now we have the Shion, we have Rimuru, and we now have, we'll start with the one that's a little bit more crazy off the bat, Meuron. Meuron is our next entry in the Tensura freeing bunny line. And yeah, Meuron, instead of like Trainee or Shizu, Meuron. Okay, hey, I love Meuron. Don't get me wrong. Meuron's the GOAT. I love her. She's amazing. But Interesting. This is our first Muron figure ever. Actually, we don't even have like a Ben Presto Muron yet. So this is cool. I like that we're getting a Muron. I won't be picking this up because I don't like love Muron enough to spend that much on her. But it is cool that we're getting a scale figure. I'm just gonna hold out hope that Ben Presto will give us a nice Muron. So yeah, that will be me. But hey, if you're interested in a bunny Muron, dude, they're making it. So that's pretty cool. But again, I'm kind of shocked that they're going with like Muron instead of like Trainee or Shizu or Albus even. Like, I don't know, there's a lot more waifus in Tensura that come before Muron. But hey, there's a big Muron fan, and I definitely can understand that. But it looks really nice, don't get me wrong. It is the boring outfit, but I kind of like the color they choose for it. I do kind of like the like turquoise color that they chose for her outfit. It's pretty nice. It's a nice looking bunny figure. I would give it like an above average bunny figure scale. But the last one, the Shuna Bunny. Now, it's pretty obvious that we were eventually going to get a Shuna Bunny because after Season 2, Shuna's popularity has just gone through the fucking roof. And, I mean, again, I love Shuna. She's not one of my favorite characters, but I do love her. I know that you guys know I don't have a Shuna right now, but don't worry, that will be changing very, very soon. I'll just spoil it. I got the Pop-Up Parade. The Pop-Up Parade's on the way, and yeah, you'll see an unboxing and review of that very soon, which I'm very, very excited about. I'm very, very excited to finally get a Shuna and complete my Kijin. But, yeah, it's cool that we're getting a bunny figure of Shuna, so now we have 4 bunny figures. And I will say this right off the bat, this is by far my favorite of the Tensura bunnies that they have released so far, that they have shown off. I love the look of the Shuna bunny, honestly. I love the pose, I love the face sculpt, I love the color for the bunny outfit. It's the same normal-ass bunny outfit, but I really like the way the figure looks, and I will say that when I looked at it, there's something in my brain that like clicked and was like, oh, this might be the one. This might be the one. I might need to save up for this thing, and when it goes up for pre-order, I might need to jump on this one, man, because it just looks really good, man. It looks really good. I'm not going to promise anything, because I do not want to lock myself into having to buy one of those extremely expensive bunny figures, but the Shuna one is the first one from the Tensura line. There's plenty that I've been like, that looks awesome. Like the Deanne one from Seven Deadly Sins. That's one I forgot to talk about. That one looks fucking awesome, man. I would love to get that one. But, they I forgot, the Shuna one. That's the first Tensura bunny that they put out that, like, when I looked at it, my brain was like, oh, I want that. For some reason, it didn't do that with the Shion. I don't know, maybe it's just because I have so many Shions already, and I don't know, seeing Shion in a bunny outfit's not even that weird, because, you know, Shion's always such, like, a sexy character anyway, that putting her in a bunny suit is just kind of like, yeah, that just, it hardly even looks any different from Shion anyway. Her tits are always out anyway, so, I don't know, maybe that's just why the Shion one didn't, like, blow up in my mind like it did for so many people, and so many people tell me that Shion bunny is, like, the best thing ever. So, and again, I am not disputing that. I'm sure it is. But yeah, the Shuna might be the first one I jump on. Again, I'm not going to lock it in because I don't want to lock that in, but I definitely could see a future where I have that figure. So that's all I'll say. And with that, that is the final. Actually, you know, there's one more I'll briefly talk about. And that is that they're also making a Shuna Yukata figure, a quarter scale Yukata Shuna figure. And I believe this is getting a lot of hype because it's the first time they're doing like a quarter scale Yukata. So it's like a new line for freeing. Instead of the bunny scales, now they're doing the Yukata. And I will say, I think Yukata is a lot more interesting than bunny girl figures. I feel like the bunny girl figure thing just blew up with the Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai show, which I still have not watched. I have a hard time watching subbed anime, I'm sorry. And that anime doesn't have a dub. But it's one that it's been on my list for a long time. But yeah, I feel like that just kind of blew up when that show came out and it was all the hype. So, and I just feel like it's played out at this point. Like, no one even talks about that show anymore. I'm pretty sure it's long past its day. I'm sure it's a great show, don't get me wrong. But, I don't know, the bunny thing is just kind of boring in my opinion. But Yukata could be cooler, you know, and you know, it would be cool if they did the Yukata from Slime Diaries. Now, they did not do the bunny outfit, so they did a Rimuru, but they did not take the bunny outfit from Slime Diaries for Rimuru, so I wouldn't, like, hold your breath that they're gonna do, like, Shuna, that they're gonna, like, do the Yukata from Slime Diaries for the Shuna figure that they have announced. But who knows, they might, the Freaking's a weird company, dude. They do some weird shit. They did some weird shit with, like, that Taiga Toradora bunny thing, and then they made, like, a tiger later and totally screwed a bunch of people over. They're a bit of a weird company, so So keep that in mind. But yeah, they do a lot of stuff like that where they like don't do the canon thing. Like I believe, so the Marin one was announced and it was really, really disliked. I actually thought it looked pretty decent. I kind of liked the red tie in it. I thought it looked okay. But a lot of people hated it because apparently that there's a much better like canon bunny suit that Marin wears. So I guess people were kind of mad that it wasn't that one. And I can understand that. You know, I haven't read the manga for My Drizzler Darling. I've only watched the anime. So I was perfect. I looked at the Marin bunny and was like, yeah, it looks kind of boring, but I kind of like the red tie. And I don't know, it's a solid little bunny. But yeah, people were mad about that. So maybe expect that when they reveal what this Shuna Yukata figure looks like. But with that being said, I believe that is everything I wanted to talk about. Let me know in the comments which one of these you are the most excited for, if you're excited for any of them. Yeah, which one are you most excited for? Are you hyped for that Muron bunny? I don't know, I thought that was just a weird choice personally. Like, she's a great character and all, but there's definitely a lot of characters I feel like they could have done before her. But how about a Gabiru bunny? Make it happen. Or a Geld bunny. Do it. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you did in the comment section down below. And this is DK Yellow Team, signing out.